just chowing away. I don't think that's edible. Stay away from there. Whew. Hello and welcome to my channel. Hey, this is Juanita. Well, it is that time to close up my pergola. I'm going to bring out some other lights. I'm going to show you guys what lights I'm using. For now, I've got my ladder out. I've got some sand to properly set these stones right here. This one's right here. And prop this up and put my canvas walls up. And I will talk more about those as I do it. So I'm going to get to working because it's a little chilly out here, really, to be honest with you. It looks like it even wants to rain, so hopefully it doesn't rain. But let's see, what else do I need? I've got this, I've got my lights. Let me go get my lights. Now these lights, I know are going to be a lot better. They're just HD design. If you can see that, it actually lights up, and in person, I can see that it clearly lights up. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to run out of light if I don't hurry up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this. Then I will cover it up. Looking at these, it appears that maybe I could lift this just a little bit, but primarily this one, and this one, and maybe put a little bit level these out. I might level a couple of these. I like putting just a hint of a slant going this direction so that, I mean, water's not going to collect under here even if we had a hole on our corrugated plastic above, because these are just pavers and they're not sealed in between them, and so there's cracks. I power wash all the time down here and it just seeps down to the ground, and has so far settled these even, so I'm going to leave those alone. I'm just going to primarily fix this. What do we have here? At the very beginning of spring, that's when we started with that whole coronavirus. Because of all the shutdowns, I didn't have the proper stuff to actually fix this correctly. So now that I have sand, I'm gonna add sand to this, maybe a little bit of rocks, just to stable it a little bit better. So as you can see, it's just dirt. I'll just throw that there. But these are all pretty level, so I'm going to leave them alone. I'm already warming up. So I'm going to add a little bit of dirt, a little bit of gravel. If you're thinking of doing a floor for a pergola, it doesn't take much. Just sand, rock, dirt, if you don't add concrete or boards. Having the dirt kind of insulates things to me, so I did it that way, and I just worked around what I had around me because I didn't want to take down this tree. I love the tree. It's a messy tree, but I love it just the same. gonna use a trowel. I mean, this is just for probably tiling or whatever, but it's gonna use it to even out things.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through, no limit to what we can do.
Now that I added sand, I've got to make sure pavers aren't going to go above this. Okay, so now I'm going to just lay them down and hope that they're all pretty even.
With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Well, I did a lot more than I was going to originally do, but now I don't have to worry about this next spring. It's all even. Everything's even. Now I'm going to put the tarp up, clean up, and then I'll bring you inside to do the lights. So I'll add the cuttings that have roots. I will lay them here, put fertilizer, and see what happens in the springtime. For now, I'm going to put up the tarp. Tarps here I had made, and I had it made with the window with the pretty hardy plastic, and it's mold resistant, it's fire retardant. I mean, I wouldn't say that it wouldn't burn, but it's fire retardant. And I had it made, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and it just is as good a condition as it was when I first had it made. But I'll write all that information where I got it and everything down in the description below. But for now, I'm going to put these up before it gets much later. So this is what it looks like. I still have a couple of them that I need to pin up, but I'm gonna work my way to the other side so you guys can see that. Now there's gonna be a lot of open spaces, which I'm going to also tarp up, and I'll bring you for that, but the rain doesn't go in, just drip down and just kind of bounce right off. On this canvas, I actually have a zipper in the center. Right here, so that I can get in and out. Can't wait to put the lights on and kind of light this up a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it so you guys can see how much light actually these bulbs put out. And yeah, so it feels really nice and cozy in here. On this side, it's still open because of the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and put another, probably a tarp over on this side for this year. And as well as against this wall. And I'm gonna really close it up this winter. Here, this is still about a foot away from the chimenea. The chimenea will get hot here, but I don't think it's gonna get that hot to affect this at all. Especially with having the open area here. And if I need to, I'll bring it in a little bit more. In fact, I'm gonna do that now. So, you know, I can walk back here. There's plenty of space. This isn't going to get hot enough for this to affect this at all. And now my wood is down here. I don't have to worry about it getting wet. And yeah, I've got quite a bit of a clearance all the way around. But as you can see outside and you don't feel claustrophobic. It's a thick plastic, so wind doesn't come in at all, other than in the sides. But I have a big house on the other side of me, so it cuts a lot of the debris and wind and stuff from in here, from the east side. And I can see my pergola, my dining pergola, and it looks wonderful. So, oh, maybe now you guys can see this. See how bright that is? That's like 100%. Now that it's getting dusk, so as you can see, these lights, this is as bright as they get. And I really would like to have it a little brighter. I don't know if these ones are the answer, these other ones are the answer, but I may end up leaving this for the winter and then maybe putting a string up above. But for now, these are just not working. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and then I will see you guys in the morning. And we'll see what we come up with, because I still want to put a couple more tarps out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this area, but I'm going to come up with something. So we'll see you in the morning. see all this mess back here? Well, today I'm going to be covering my pergola a little bit better, but I'm going to be doing it on the east side of my pergola, on that side over here. I wanted to go find some clear plastic tarps because they do have them, but I drove around and nobody seems to have them. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put plastic on this far wall. I think I'm going to go ahead and order the clear plastic that's kind of like in the similar to this window for this side, because this year I really want to close it up. Generally I don't get any debris or anything, but I want to be able to use my chimenea at this winter and get it nice and warm, or a heater of sorts, and have it a little bit more toastier than if it was completely open. That's my goal for today. Then if I have time, which I'm really hoping I have time, I decided last night that I was not going to change the lights out from the inside, because I decided since we're this close to Christmas that I would just go ahead and add lights to the pergola here instead. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to get busy. There's not going to be a lot of room for me to really show the details of what I'm doing, so I'm going to bring you inside to kind of watch me from the inside, but there's just not a lot of space there. And I'll try to film it, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So let me see what I can do. Can you see me? So I'm going to re-measure. I measured it earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and measure it again and see how long I have to cut this plastic. Okay, so I'm going to do my best here. And this is, let's see. This is 10 feet by 25 feet. I know I need at least 8 feet, so I'm going to do it at 89. Now, I'm just going to staple it to the back wall. So I'll bring you inside so you can kind of get a gist of what I'm doing. I just bought some regular old Christmas lights. Try to do this as quick as possible. get another string. But doesn't that look beautiful? And the lights are actually white, but because of the cedar, they look red. I love it. Your fingers crossed that I have enough for this whole side. So it's really late. Oh, you probably can't even see me. Let's see if I can bring you over here. So anyway, I love it. It turned out great. I love the double string over in this side. And I don't know if you guys can even see the lights inside. They're very, very dim. I mentioned this earlier. I am gonna switch them out, but I'm gonna do a little bit of research to see if I can find some that are bright but can be dimmed down. But you know, for out here, this is just perfect, and it's the season, and it's beautiful, and I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna put everything away. Mwah. Love you guys. I will see you guys on my next video.